Hey guys, this is Maniacs. I'm Brendan.
I'm Chad.
Mason.
We're going to talk about the E3 press conference, which was yesterday. It was last night, actually. Mason and I went to see it at a movie theater nearby.
Yep. Yeah, we watched the Sony conference and
It was good.
it was really good. We're
Wish I
gonna
was
talk
there.
about it. We're gonna.
Yeah, Chad couldn't make it.
Chad
I was very upset.
he watched it on the internet, and
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about it, share our opinions, and all that. So, one of the games that caught my eye, that caught the eyes of millions.
Everybody.
That play PS4, even the people who don't play PS4 were really impressed by the game. It's Uncharted.
Yes.
It was a long-awaited game. We've been waiting for that game since the release of PS4.
Yep.
And it's finally here. We got the teaser last year, and
End of last year.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a voiceover on a
At
map,
the,
and it
at
didn't mean anything.
Yes,
It
it
just
At the launch of
the launch of PS4,
Yeah.
and since then a lot of
Yeah.
people left.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
been a lot of
Naughty Dog.
turmoil over Naughty Dog.
That that villain that was doing a voiceover over the
Yeah.
map
He got
is
recast.
gone.
Yeah.
And
Amy Hennig left. The writer of the series is gone. She went to Visceral at EA
Yeah.
to make a Star Wars game, which should be pretty cool. I think.
yeah, we're gonna have more about that in the EA. And yeah, it looks awesome. It looks pretty, and
It's called The Thieves' End, which I thought.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
I thought was
Thieves' End,
interesting.
yeah.
Yes.
Could that be the
So-
last?
I think it
Last
is
one?
going to be the last game. It really sounded like it's going to be the last Uncharted game, and don't hate me, but I hope Nate dies.
Sure.
I don't
Okay.
hope that he dies, but I think it's always a satisfying ending to a series when the main character dies in a heroic way. So if he does something like save Sully's life, even though he's old, he could die.
that kind of reminds me of if you guys played LA Noire. The main protagonist died
Yeah.
in the end.
He
of
did?
The, yeah, he did. And-
Spoilers.
I forgot.
spoiler alert! Yeah, he died, and in the end of the game, and that really puts an effect on you.
Yeah.
It makes you remember the story.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So
I
that's
don't
exciting.
actually. I don't agree with it being the end of a Uncharted series.
Mhm.
I don't think Sony would do that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
well,
a
it
great
could, it could be the
profit.
end of
Nate.
Drake.
Nate.
Right.
It
They could do
but
more.
they could do. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Um,
I think
yeah.
that's a smart move.
Yeah.
Like
so,
yeah. When the original trailer came out, the one that was over the map, I was reading on the internet that there was speculation that the actual explorer, Drake?
Sir Francis Drake.
Yeah, Sir
Yeah.
Francis Drake, was going to be the main character of Uncharted 4. That's
I heard
just
that-
what
I heard
people
that,
were thinking.
Yeah.
So, and obviously we know that to not be true now because we saw Nate. But if he did die in the fourth one and they did make more, they could go back and they could do the actual story of Drake and something cool like that.
Or
Yeah.
could we get flashbacks, kind of like in Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Revelations, where you play some as Ezio, some as Altair?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
yeah.
Probably doubtful, but you
Yeah.
can dream, right?
They can do anything with Uncharted because it's just great.
Yeah, the first trilogy for Uncharted, it was following the trail of Sir Francis Drake.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if Sony decides to, after Nate dies,
Yeah.
and Brendan's theory, to just make another trilogy about Sir Francis Drake
Yeah.
and like in his time, not modern Uncharted, just make just an old
Yeah.
Uncharted.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That would be cool, but
Speaking of ending a series,
Ah,
let's talk about Batman Arkham Knight.
yes, let's do
Yeah.
that. I think that was my game of the show for,
Yes.
for the conference.
Oh, yes.
At least just in terms of a gameplay demo wise.
Yes.
The
The Batmobile.
Batmobile was just amazing.
Flying was amazing.
Yes.
just
yeah. Being
like
able to
the-
glide with the suit.
The city was massive.
Yeah, and I don't know if you caught it, but like, they showed different districts on the top of the screen when he was driving.
Oh
Like one was called Kingston.
Yeah.
So that could be kind of cool to kind of get to know Gotham
Yeah.
in a way that I
Yeah.
have never experienced
Yeah.
before. So that's pretty cool.
yeah,
I played the first two Rocksteady
Okay.
Batman. I did not play
Origins.
Origins because it
wasn't a Rocksteady game.
Yeah.
and
Did you play the first two?
I played the first
Did
two.
you play
I
Origins?
enjoyed them. No, because I thought that it was just something to fill the
Yeah.
void of Batman.
was,
They wanted
yeah.
to work on the Batman Arkham Knight for next gen,
Yes.
Yeah.
current gen,
Definitely.
right now.
I
And yeah, they just wanted to fill that, just
Yeah.
to put something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Origins. It was all right. It was pretty much Arkham City, but bigger.
Yeah, that's kind
That
of
was
what I.
it.
That's kind of what I heard.
So
I saw some. I
Um,
saw gameplay of it. It was like it looks good.
Yeah.
But I just didn't feel like I needed to play it because it wasn't Rocksteady.
I mean, I agree with you. The game is amazing. I love
Oh, yeah.
the demo. I love Batman.
yes.
But
Who
there
doesn't,
was
right?
one thing that really made me made me concerned about it is the Batmobile.
What
The
about
Batmobile, when he went to the fighting mode, when he
Yeah.
pulled out the guns,
Yeah.
the Batmobile was moving like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
changed
And
he
like
changed
that.
the wheels to move laterally.
Yeah.
He
It's
Yeah.
just so awesome. That,
yeah he was because and he
Hmm.
it actually did it in the Dark Knight when
Yeah.
he was on the bike and he was able to roll around onto the side.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he has the technology.
Okay.
He's Batman.
He's
Fine.
Batman. He can do
He,
anything.
he,
Alright.
he can make a tank move sideways, and I believe it.
That
So,
that tank gameplay too was awesome.
yes,
I'm Batman. I'm in a tank. I'm gonna just kill you.
yeah. Well, the
You can't stop
unmanned
me.
drones was what they
yeah.
emphasized, so he
Okay.
doesn't actually kill anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So
Because he doesn't kill people.
because he's Batman.
Yeah.
And the suit is just amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was
Just
in the
looks awesome.
tower, and
Yeah.
like all the
Oh.
gauntlets were like going up and down. It kind of looked like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah, because he's
He's
way
Batman.
cooler than Batman.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of other games from
So
Sony last night. One of them is Last of Us 2, Last of Us Remastered. I was kind
Not
of
Last of Us 2.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
I still hope that it is Last of Us 2, but it's not. It's remastered.
Yeah.
But the trailer looks
trailer-
fantastic.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks next gen.
It
It
blew
looks
my mind.
the thing we wanted. This is just.
It also spoiled everybody who had a 360
Yeah.
who hadn't played the game.
Good thing they put a spoiler alert.
Right.
They knew what was going on. They put a
But
spoiler alert.
I just hope it didn't spoil the ending, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did spoil a little bit.
It's just no. I don't think it's.
It's
it was,
it's been
in
a
my
year.
opinion. Yeah.
It's been a year. I've already been kind of. I watched on IGN like they did a Let's Play of like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I know what happens there.
All right, because you haven't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know there was a little bit of spoilers.
Yeah.
I did not play The Last of Us because I did not have a PS3.
Yeah.
Last generation.
But you will play it
But
now.
I am so looking forward to this. Like it's coming out in July, I think 29th.
Yeah. It's
And I
Mhm.
just cannot wait to get my hands on this
Yeah.
guy. It's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, but about the spoiling about on the game, it's just little pieces from different parts of the game. So I don't think everyone knew what was
No.
going on because
No.
of just
I-
several pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like there's just a lot of cutscenes of people pointing guns and knives at people.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I kind of expect that to happen anyways. So
Yeah.
I didn't feel spoiled at all personally.
Yeah.
So if there's people on the internet raging against it,
Yeah.
it's been a year, guys.
Real quick, we're not going to talk a whole lot about this probably, but another game that's getting remastered for next gen is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right?
Yep.
That's really exciting, and you can move your save online from 360 to PS4, which is great for everybody who's like you
Yeah.
switched. But you do have an Xbox One.
Yes, I do.
So, but yeah, so that's a good news.
So I don't know if it's gonna be, if people had it on PS3 can move it to Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh well.
Maybe.
Okay.
They didn't say anything
haven't-
about that.
Xbox
but-
One hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
So, a PS4 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably play it on the PS4
Yeah.
just because better graphics. I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So
And a game that I'm really looking forward to personally that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The Order,
Okay.
1886.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Mhm. Yeah.
not going to come out till February 25th.
20th.
wow.
20th.
February 20th.
20th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a huge kind of like history kind of
Yeah.
nerd.
Mhm.
So just the fact that I'm in like Victorian London with Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
It,
Fighting giant monsters.
yeah. Fighting, I think they're called lichens
Yeah.
is what some of the developers were calling them.
Yeah.
So werewolves, basically.
Yeah.
The
Ver-
graphics
yeah.
on them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've come out and they said this is at 30 frames per second. This
Yeah.
wasn't even 60 frames. If you can get looking that good at 30 frames per second,
Yeah.
like
I'm
That's
surprised
just-
by that.
I know,
It's amazing.
I'm just shocked at how good that game looked.
Yeah.
It was very atmospheric and very moody. I don't like a lot of horror games, but that just looked just incredible. I
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
wait for it.
Yeah. It's everything I hoped Wolfenstein would be. It's
Okay.
an alternate reality
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, yeah.
I love alternate realities. And
alternate history.
yeah, alternate history reality currently, and yeah, the game just looks outstanding. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphics, the gameplay, that creature that was
The Lycan.
yeah. He was just amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's talk about Little Big Planet 3. What do you think, Chad?
Not for me.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like games that I have to make games in. I don't like Minecraft. I don't like Little Big Planet.
Oh, yeah?
Project Spark for Xbox.
Definitely not.
No,
Okay.
I want games that have been made
Yeah.
by professional game makers.
Okay.
I see the appeal
Yeah.
of Little Big Planet. I get why it's popular.
Yeah.
It's just
Not-
not for me.
it's not for
I'm
you.
not gonna play it unless I get like a free copy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If it was a PS Plus game,
Oh, yeah.
totally.
probably
It might be.
totally.
It might be.
Yeah, eventually
it
down
might
the
be
line,
eventually.
totally. I'll play it then, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna pay however much money it
Yeah.
would be for it. So that's just my
Yeah.
take on it.
For me, I might play it. I have played the other ones with my girlfriend. She's a big fan of the Little Big Planet series, but she's mean to play video games with. She picks me up and throws me off the screen and kills me all the time. So I kind of have a bad impression of the game because I just yell at her the entire time. So I probably won't play it. But it's cool that it's coming out, and it's
Yeah.
cool that they added 3 new characters with
Yeah.
different abilities. That adds a new layer to the game. Because before it was just kind of running around doing stuff.
One thing is, it's kind of complicated this time. It looks complicated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the demo that they showed, like
It looks
they were
could-
messing
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Like,
they died a couple of times.
Like I don't know if that was the creators themselves, or the developers. They were messing up on stage,
Yeah.
which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's like wow, that's pretty intricate
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
simple looking game.
Yeah.
Speaking of little games
Yeah.
that we had in E3, there was one title that captured me. It's
Or-
No Man's Sky.
Yes.
But how little is it? 'Cause
Yeah,
They said
exactly.
it's infinite.
They
it's
said
infinite.
it's infinite.
Talk about
it had a
little big
procedural.
planet.
Ah, this guy.
Yeah, it has a procedural engine
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
So it's just generated.
regenerates, makes more planets to explore and discover for every player,
Which
Yeah.
is crazy.
which
Yeah.
is cool. Yeah, it's amazing. I liked the space battles.
Yeah.
Those there kind of remind me of Star Wars. It's pretty cool.
Like Rogue Squadron.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of cool that. One thing that concerned me and concerned you guys too is the story.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
going
What do you
on?
do?
What's the narrative there?
Like the space battles, like you said, look cool. Like
Yeah.
I'm down. But
Yeah.
what happens when you're on the planet?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just look at dinosaurs the whole time.
Right.
It's like I don't need to do that.
Have
Yeah.
you guys?
Like, what
yeah.
am I going to be doing outside of the space battle?
Can you start a small business?
Can you become a dictator?
Yeah,
Or-
right?
Yeah, like
Can you do anything you want?
what are we do? What is the point of the game?
Have you guys played Strike to Zero on Xbox?
No.
No.
So that game is basically just going to space, in the spaceship, and having the space battles.
That'd be cool.
No story at all.
That'd be cool.
It's cool, okay, it's cool, but it's repetitive. If
Yeah.
you play it for 2 days straight, you're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again. I'm kind of hoping that it's not like that. I'm kind of hoping that it's something different. It has a story. It has a huge potential. It's developed by 4 people,
Yeah.
for a
which-
huge
that's
game like
crazy.
that.
That's crazy.
And it was one of the most anticipated games of the show last night.
Yeah, everyone was
And
talking
yeah,
about it.
even Adam Boyce was like video games. Huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that everyone is excited about this game and is not excited about other games that are AAA and like there's over 300 people working on it.
Yeah. Indies are big.
Yeah, they are. They're a huge part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game world.
Talking about large open worlds, let's go into Destiny.
You are the segue master here. I just gotta say that.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Destiny. Whew. That's
Yeah.
looking pretty nice,
Yep.
guys.
I'm excited to play the alpha.
Yeah.
We're gonna, because we went to the show, we got access to the alpha, which I think starts on Thursday.
Yeah, the 12th.
Yes.
And
So.
it runs through the weekend here.
Mm-hmm.
So till the
And then there's the beta that will come out, which I probably will get into as well.
July 17th, I believe, is
Mhm.
the date for the beta.
And then it comes out in September.
September 9th.
Yeah.
So Destiny is one of the games I was hyped for when it was first
Yeah.
announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, and then it kind of faded away.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
didn't
I feel
like
the
that
same.
game that
They
much.
kind of kept showing the same level.
The
over
same
and over.
level, yeah,
The,
and
the
the-
Devil's Lair, or
Yeah.
whatever it was called. They just kept showing that over and over.
Yeah, but I watched the demo today, and it was amazing. It was like a Halo,
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty mix, and it looks good. It's a lot of features, a lot of modes, and yeah, I'm excited about the game too.
Sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Speaking about online games
and
Yeah.
first-person shooters,
and
Yes.
first-person shooters, is Battlefield
Yep.
Hardline.
Yes.
which
Is
I
any-
thought
yeah.
I don't want to get your take on. This seemed that EA had a bigger presence at Sony this year, and Ubisoft had a big presence at Microsoft as well,
Yeah,
which
that's
I thought
true.
was kind of interesting. That normally it's the opposite way.
Mm.
Like PS4 gets the beta access for Hardline first,
Yeah.
or actually the only beta.
Right.
It's
not
kind
coming to
of
Xbox.
like they try and mix it up a little bit
Yeah, I
between
think they're
NBA3
trying
and the other, because they don't want to do favorites.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to change. Same thing with GTA 5 when
Yeah.
they announced the remake on PS4 conference, on the Sony conference, when the DLC for GTA 4, the two
Four?
DLCs, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was on Xbox conference. It was on Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Talking about-
But this time it's on Sony, so they just don't want to. They don't want to do favorites on this thing because they don't care. They just
Yeah.
want to put the games.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
about the
consoles.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about the game, it looked pretty nice, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
Um,
Visceral has a story of making has a
Yeah.
history of making stories,
Yeah.
such as Dead Space,
Dead
the
Space.
trilogy of Dead Space.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that.
I'm excited to play the beta.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to play the beta because we went to the conference. So we'll let you know more about that when we play that.
All right. So to wrap up our video here of the Sony conference, we're going to talk about one thing we liked and kind of a surprise or maybe a little disappointment. What I liked, obviously, was The Order. That was just mind-blowing to me. That was
Mhm.
just amazing. The surprise, no new AAA game IPs, except for Bloodborne from Software.
Yeah.
Everything else we saw, aside from the indies, was an established IP.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. It was I was expecting more. There'll probably be more at Gamescom in
Yeah.
August because there are more European-based developers there, so maybe we'll have to wait for that. But that's kind of what stood out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So what
yeah.
about you, Mason?
One of the things that really got me is No Man's Sky. I heard that it's not an exclusive though, but still, it's an amazing game. I like indie games and I like space stuff. One of the things that I was disappointed about is nothing about PS Vita. Only
yeah.
a statement saying we have over 100 games being developed currently
Yeah.
for PS Vita.
But what?
We don't know what they are. It might be
Right.
just indie games, just as,
Yep.
like it was, like PS Vita was. And I told Brenda that. I was waiting
Yeah.
for that moment that would make me go,
The Vita
I'm going to
moment.
buy a PS Vita. That's
Yeah.
it. I was waiting for those moments this year,
Yep.
is to, like, decide on a new console, on a new device that I'm going to buy.
Yep.
And nothing happened from PS Vita. I was hoping for GTA and
Mhm.
Infamous. And yeah, I didn't get that.
Infamous DLC.
We got the Infamous DLC, yeah.
Which is cool.
I actually liked Delson in the game.
Yeah.
Because Troy Baker's awesome. Let's just-
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker is awesome, yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Done. So Brendan, what did you like?
So I of course loved Uncharted. That was fantastic. Graphics for that looked incredible. Nate Drake looked like a real person. I hope that's actually what the game is gonna look like.
Watch
because-
Dogs.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So and then what surprised me wasn't something good. It was that Sony spent a lot of time talking about a TV show and their numbers. And
Yeah.
Mason told me
I told
they're
them
going to talk about numbers.
they had to do that. They
and
had to do it.
I didn't
yeah.
believe him, but they did. And I don't know. They it was fine that they talked about the Powers show. But they could have just come out and said, "We're making this new show about this comic book. Go to this website if you want to read about it."
Just like what happened with Xbox with the
Yeah.
with the Halo show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just while announcing the Master Chief Collection, they said we have a show coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, check
That's
it
it.
out. That's it. Yeah,
Exactly.
that was perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
And
had that.
Don't bring out the creator of the comic to talk for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. And what did you guys think of, especially you, Brendan, about the show and everything? What did you think about the new CEO? The one that talked about the numbers,
Oh, the
like
new-
a half hour.
The new
Well,
CEO guy?
Yeah.
What was
well,
his name?
That
James
replaced Jake
Lay-
Crudden.
James
Um,
Layden, whatever his name was?
I think it's down to Layden.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was sure super interesting to know that the share button's been pressed 220
220
million
million.
times.
Which you should do on this
Needed to know.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And-
Yes.
And we'll be back.
They will have YouTube integration on that, so you can when you
Yes.
press the share button, you can see
That's
on
cool.
YouTube.
That's cool.
Directly.
I don't need to know how many times they push the button.
Yeah.
But I do need to know how many times you guys are going to push the share button. So please like our video, subscribe, share it, like us on Facebook and Twitter. All those links are in the description. I'll put a link somewhere here.
Somewhere yonder.
I'll put it right on his face,
Yeah.
actually.
That's better. I wanted
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So subscribe to
Mine,
his face.
Subscribe to my face.
And please check out our other videos for the
Yeah.
press conferences.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching.